Being a heart doctor is really exciting because the heart is where everything comes together. And basically, it's the core of one's being. And when I was treating people for cardiac illness, very early on with targeted nutraceutical supports, diet, mind-body interactions, it became clear to me that other illnesses were being alleviated to an extent. And I could say there was maybe 3 great discoveries I've made in my entire career as a cardiologist. The first discovery was metabolic cardiology, where I treated people with heart disease at the metabolic level, where I was driving what we call ATP, or the chi energy of the body, in a preferential direction with targeted nutritional supplements like coenzyme Q10 and D-ribose, carnitine, and magnesium. And that was amazing because people got better. People came off heart transplant lists and people started to thrive. And it gave me a lot of joy because I was able to reduce human suffering and improve quality of life and even longevity in many cases. Metabolic cardiology is all about driving energy in a preferential direction. Let's face it, if you have any form of heart disease, especially heart failure, you have an energy-starved heart. And what metabolic cardiology is all about is driving energy into those heart cells, and you do it with specific nutrients like coenzyme Q10, ribose, L-carnitine, and magnesium. And when you do that, you provide energy substrates for the heart makes more energy, and people thrive. When I was using metabolic cardiology, I had patients say, you treated my heart, but my macular degeneration improved, my diabetes improved. I started to really look at the heart as the core of our being. And when I started to aggressively treat the heart, I realized I was treating all the cells in the body, whether it was memory or arthritis. It gave me a lot of joy because now I was helping people more on an energetic level, including the heart. Now, my second greatest discovery was earthing, where you can put your bare feet on the ground, like I'm wearing leather right now, and you can take in the energy of the earth. And when you do that, you're taking in what we call a Schumann effect. It's actually 7.83 hertz. And this energy of the earth is like flooding your body with electrons. It's like taking handfuls of antioxidants, and it's free. And you can just walk barefoot or sleep grounded, or when you use a computer, have a grounded mat underneath you. My third greatest discovery was really finding these medicinal healing foods that bring so much to the table. Hippocrates, he stated it thousands of years ago, you are what you eat. And it's the truth. It's absolutely the truth. Supplements are good, mind-body medicine is good, exercise is good, grounding is good, but foods bring a lot to the table. No pun intended. One of the things that gave me the most satisfaction is treating patients without pharmaceutical drugs. Let's face it, the problem with our society is that we've relied on pharmaceutical drugs to treat common things like headache and fever and a little bit of uncomfortableness and joint pain. And we have to realize that pharmaceutical drugs have their dark side. What gives me a lot of joy is treating people with natural substances, including foods. And there's a lot of superfoods out there that can make people healthy. In my process of being a doctor and using foods for healing, it became clear to me that certain foods were just so exciting in healing people. Certain foods have advantages, and I can take any food, like kale, for example, helps what we call with nitric oxide in the body, which is vitally needed by what we call our endothelial cells. Broccoli, for example, has sulforaphane, prevents cancer. Tomatoes have lycopene, which helps prevent what we call the oxidation of LDL. So I can name any food and give you a medicinal effect, so to speak, because of the phytonutrients they include. Berries, brightly colored berries like raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Extra virgin olive oil does so much for the body, and not just the heart. And the research has been astounding. For years, we've known that extra virgin olive oil brings a lot to the table. It lowers blood pressure, it helps thin the blood, it has a favorable effect on triglycerides, which is sort of the love handles we have in our body. It raises HDL, which is a good cholesterol that supports the immune system. Olive oil does a lot of good things for the heart, but it does more than that. And there was a study in 2010 that blew me away. Olive oil is the elixir of the Mediterranean diet. It's a secret sauce of the Mediterranean diet. And these researchers showed that olive oil could downregulate dozens and dozens of pro-inflammatory genes. So that's the secret sauce. So if you're taking olive oil into your diet, and we know that inflammation is the root cause of heart disease, and if olive oil lowers
pro-inflammatory gene markers, man, that's an aha. That's an incredible discovery.